Coverage you can count on kicks off with North Augusta city leaders looking for input, trying to decide how to spend $25 million over the next 7 years. A capital project sales tax will be on the ballot in November. The sales tax lasts for 7 years. Jenny having some difficulty at the top of the broadcast getting her iPad in its holder, sort of amusing, off to the side. Now, back to North Augusta, where they are trying to figure out what to do with this capital project sales tax money it's supposed to pay for, as the name implies, capital projects, right? News Channel 6's Ann Maxwell at the meeting. She's here now. Ann?
Brad, the city council and directors of the local government's different departments spent today going over the proposed projects. Their wish list would cost $60 to $70 million, but they only have $25 million to spend.
North Augusta is on the rise. Last year, development reached its peak with $119 million invested in commercial and residential projects. That's nearly twice what was invested in the second highest years, with $62 million invested last year and in 2007, right before the recession.
We're looking to the future, trying to figure out, what the requirements are in the city. How much they're going to cost.
Voters will have the opportunity to renew a 1% sales tax for capital projects when they go to the polls in November. If that passes, North Augusta will receive about $25 million over 7 years. Different departments of city government have some expensive wish lists. In all, their proposed projects total $60 to $70 million. Thursday, the directors of those departments pitched their ideas to city council and the public. Several dozen people came out to hear a wrap of the ideas discussed that evening.
What are the pressing needs that we know now? What are we projecting in the future over the next 7 years, prioritizing them, and then they'll be on the ballot for the citizens to evaluate and say, yes, we think that's a good idea, and that's obviously what we hope that they'll do, because this is a major source of funding for large projects that we do in the city.
Items ranged from a $10 million investment in headquarters for public safety to a $2.5 million greenway revamp to undergrounding the utilities on Georgia Avenue. Several citizens spoke about support for a proposed $10 million performing arts center.
You always wonder when you have a public forum what the response is going to be, but you can tell there's a lot of excitement in the air.
The public hearings will continue tomorrow at the community center starting at 8:45 in the morning. And if you can't make it, you can send your comments to the city clerk or drop them off at City Hall. Brad?
All right.